Hi there, welcome. It's Anna here, and it is Wednesday today. That means that I have my day of work, and I usually do a video that I call Use It to Lose It. And today is going to be a combination, because I have an idea. I'm not going to get into my scrap box and pull out unfinished objects and packaging and things like that. I am going to make something that I thought of yesterday when I was sitting crafting in the evening after my yoga class. And I want to make little booklets, not booklets, but journaling cards, foldable, that I can tuck into pockets. And I'm gonna make them using up book pages, because I have, these are so small and cute, these books. Some of them are rag paper, some of them are not. And I'm gonna use signatures from this to make my little journaling cards. So this will, I'm not gonna use all of this, obviously, but I'm gonna use up some folios at least. So we're gonna start by that. This is the rest of a text block, what is left of a text block in a journal I made recently. Can't remember which one it was, but one of the small ones. And I want quite plain, no images. So, and it's got to be a folio. That's Singleton. Here's a folio. That's one we can use. Something's glued here. Let me see. That had an image. That's a Singleton, and that had an image. Okay, one from that text block. What I'm gonna use. Fleur de Paris. Yes. And let's go into the next ones. This is from, I often write on the spine, 1896, I believe. And it's a Swedish book, some kind of poetry. So I'm just going to take a folio here. Let me cut the strings. So I'm going to use, this is a staple remover, best kind. And then I'm just going to snip. If I lift the cords, it will not be damaging the book itself. So let's make one to start from that one as well. We have this. This is French. It is not 100% rag, but it is rag, and it's from 1831. Quite old French book. Conseil de ma fille. Ah, right, it's this one. So these are damaged. Have I torn these out, maybe? Try to see where to cut the threads. Here is a thread. Maybe I can go a bit further back. Let's see if I can find a center. These are not bound the same way books are bound today. Oh, that's a tough thread, I can tell you. It's really coarse and thick. So now we've done that, and then we can see that all the pages have been sewn together here. So I'm just gonna see if I can gently pull them out. Yes, I could. Let's take two from this, just in case we get the, I might not do all of them on camera. I might do some later. This is a book from 1849, and it's old and it's Swedish, and this is what is left of the spine. It had totally gone into oblivion. This is the leather that was on the spine, and that's the glue. So this was a, what's it called? Home doctor book thingy. And I thought I can use some of this. Maybe. This is really rag paper. If you can't see, it's... And it's also... No, it's not a doctor book. It's a... What is it? Something about teachers, something about God. Maybe it's something else. Let's take 2 from this as well. Okay. Rag paper is quite soft, but very durable. This is from 1836, so we have quite a bunch of old books here. And this is in German. Love when they use the book page like this to cover the spine. That's what we do now. I mean, at least I do. Let's see if we can find a center somewhere. Or must be somewhere. Is it here? It's quite tough, the spine. Looks like it's here. Or maybe next one. This is just a little bit of rag on this paper, not much at all. But it doesn't have to be rag paper, it just have to be pretty paper. There we go. And let's take out 2 from this one as well. It's so pretty. Love the. I can feel the text of the paper. It's yes. So we have a bunch of papers. Let's take at least 1 from each to start with. Okay, put these to the side for now. What I want to do first is that I want to open them up and make the inside a journaling space. So I'm going to cover this with writable paper, anything from scraps to tea-dyed paper to whatever you like you can use. So I'm gonna glue. Then I need my glue book, glue paper. I'm gonna need my glue stick. I'm gonna need paper. And I picked out 1 piece of ledger from my scrap box, and then I have a pad of really old, quite yellowed grid paper, and I thought, why not use that? I seldom use it in journals, so why not use it here? So I'm gonna just start to see where I want what. The grid paper is quite sturdy, so it would be good to use it in this one. I think. So I'm just gonna tear it to a good size and then glue it down. I'm gonna try to streamline the process so I can make a little bit of a mass make of it. Since this is so old, I'm going to put the glue on the newer paper. I hope this is newer anyway. There we go. So anyway, Wednesday, how have you I can't speak. How have your week started? Has it started good? Have you been having a productive week? Have you been having a slow week, a restful week? I want to know. How has your week been? There's the glue thread of the glue from the old text block. I'm just using my little tool to flatten it out, and I am going to let them dry before I fold them back, I think, because then they won't wrinkle in the same way. That's too big, so I am going to take that down a little bit. It doesn't have to cover the entire page. Let's put it that way. Okay. My week has started really good. Flip it over so I don't get glue on new page. I've had lots of meetings. I've had lots to do at work, and I really feel that I got a lot accomplished, so that's good. And it feels so good to have the day off today. I was planning on actually going back up to work 100% now this year, but I realized that since it's been so busy at work, I need to wait a bit, just to really make sure I don't get too stressed, because I have a history of stress related things, illnesses. So I wanted to take it a bit easy, and my boss was so happy when I said that. I said, I don't decide how much you work, but I'm happy that you're listening to yourself and really making decisions that can help you be, take care of yourself and make you last longer. So he's a good boss. We're gonna have a little chat tomorrow. We'll see what you have to say. He said something about feedback. I hope it's a positive feedback, not something else. But yeah. So my project I have been working on, I don't want to talk too much about it here, but it's going live on Monday. So it's a little bit, not stressful, but I'm a bit excited. Can I say that? I'm happy that it's finally happening, and it's been going well so far, the preparations and everything. So that's good. Yeah. What else? Yeah, yoga started yesterday evening. Oh, it was nice. It was tough because I haven't been on my yoga mats for almost 2 months since last term ended. So I was feeling a bit stiff and a bit out of shape. But I have decided that 2026 will be a year that I grow stronger. Stronger physically, stronger mentally. Stronger is my word for the year. I don't do word of the year, but it just came to me yesterday when I was lying on my mat, relaxing after class. The last minutes is always relaxing time, and I just realized that this is the year that I'm gonna start making myself responsible for taking care of the body I was given. When I am upset, when I am happy, when I am stressed, I have a tendency to self-medicate with food and coffee and sweets and cakes, and that's not good. Not if you have a job where you mainly sit still, and a hobby like this when you mainly sit still. It's not so good for you. So I'm gonna start making myself responsible. Yes. Good going. Yeah, so that's something I'll probably mention it once or twice here on the channel, but it's not something I'm gonna talk about all the time. And the best thing is that I have a colleague, or two lovely colleagues that are amazing. There are one of the colleagues she's 3 years younger than me, I think. And my other colleague is almost 10 years older than me. And we have decided to do this together. And I think that's a good thing. So we keep, and one of the colleagues is even in the yoga class with me, and has been for years. So we can hold each other accountable for what we do. So that's good. I am really looking forward to this year. It's so much happening. So much happening in life in general. Kids are getting older. So much happening at work. Yeah, it's gonna be, I hope it's gonna be a good year. I had a good 2025 as well, which is, well, to make the long story short, 2025 was the best year I've had in 10 years. So I was starting to almost give up, but yeah, now I feel good again. That's nice. So this has almost taken 20 minutes, just fixing the backs, the insides of my journaling cards, and babbling along about my personal life, which I don't know if you enjoy or not. Maybe I should just talk about what I'm doing instead. Let's see. I'm happy that I'm using these stuff, because I can't use all of the papers as folios in journals either, because then I will have to make like tens and thousands of journals. I have to make other things with them as well. So that's, as I'm getting older, I realize that I'm important, and I need to make myself important and take responsibility. So let's start folding them. Here I can see that the glue is already, maybe I will have to go in there. Let's see, let's start folding. So this also reinforces the fold. So this is all of a sudden quite stiff. And then we're gonna decorate the front of this. Let me just get this sweater off because it was too hot. And again, you get a certain, it's much more, not stable, it's much more hefty. And you can journal on both sides there, that's nice. And the person who later gets this in the journal they purchase might want to add some papers in and make it into a little booklet. That's a possibility as well. Just getting some water. Okay, now we're gonna decorate. And I was thinking, as you know, I have tons of printed cabinet cards, scanned and printed, bunches of them. I also have these that I cut out from 12 by 12 scrapbooking papers with lots of images on. And I thought, why not use that? I also have some book pictures from books. That's what it's called. So we're gonna have people on here. Yes. So let's just spread these out and see what we want to have on each kind of page. I am quite drawn there. I want to use him. He's sitting there looking posh with his huge beard and his pen, and I love it. This is William Crawford Williamson. He lived 1816 to 1895. He was an English naturalist, nature scientist, paleobotany. Okay. Oh, he's fun. Looks like Einstein. Must be. That's not from me. That's from, I believe it's from Nick the Booksmith, one of her free printables she had. Oh, I miss her. Really miss her creativity and her stories. I think I have to reprint. I almost only have men, but I want ladies. Yes. Okay. Maybe I can. Let's start like that. Backings, because I don't just want to glue them down. And I pulled out, these are from the insides of envelopes. You know, I use lots of envelopes in my journals. This is the insides of them. And I thought, why not use them as backings in these. I didn't find any brown, just different colors. I thought I had one. This is some wrapping paper. I could have sworn I picked out. I also have this, by the way. It won't cover. This is vellum. Oh, I must have been mistaken. I thought I had a really patterned one of these, but it seems to have been blown away from my desk somehow when I picked them out. Strange. I am probably gonna find it the minute I stop doing this. Okay, let's see what we can do. Quite like this with the dots, and I think maybe we can have a bit of that behind her. So I'm gonna fussy tear it because I don't want to cut this. Let's use a tearing ruler or something. Because it's gonna look messy. I want it to look messy. Tissue paper, that's what it is. Maybe we can just make some mini tears here. Could also use lace if you prefer that. Yes, I like that. And then I can put some a label on or something. That's good. I'm gonna try to add some of this behind every photo, picture, image, and then I am going to glue it down all at once. She can look quite posh with some red. I think I'm gonna use just a regular journal, maybe a journal. I'm so sorry. I'm tired today after the yoga yesterday. It was quite relaxing, so my head isn't quite in there today. There we go. That's good. She's looking posh. Let's take her and or him. Some gray maybe. Can that work? Yes, that picks up this one. That's good. Good, good, good. I quite like the idea because now I'm really using up stuff. This is stuff that I had in my stash, and I just pull them out of the envelopes and put them in the pile of papers. But now I'm finally using them. Sometimes I use them behind cabinet cards on the front of covers and things like that, but this is a nice decoration without adding too much bulk, which I love. what color should he have? And whoa, I can't speak today. I shouldn't have filmed. Need more coffee. SOS. Just cutting off the text. Maybe he can have the gray as well. A bluish gray. Yes. And I don't mind it looking quite rough, because this is the style I'm going for. I am not the crafter that always measures and makes everything super pretty. I like the grungy style. So let's take the blue for her then. Oh yes, that's perfect. So we have been going about 30 minutes, I think. So this will hopefully not be an hour. Last time I was going on and on and it took an hour. I'm so sorry about that. It's not easy to edit it short either, since you're telling what you're doing all the time. And I don't do voiceovers. I have no idea how to do that. Okay, we have to start gluing again. And let's see. I am going to glue the yes, I'm going to glue on these, put them on here, and then I'm going to put them on. Otherwise they will break the fragile tissue papers. Have you thought of that nowadays it's very seldom that they actually use tissue paper in envelopes? I haven't seen it in modern envelopes, but I think it's quite nice. It's a bit more luxurious. So pretty. And then you can journal. Oh, I love this idea. I am so happy that I decided to try it. And I am on purpose leaving some of this unglued so that it can wrinkle up and be messy like this. Yes, I probably had a label or something in the corner though. Let's fold this. This was a good idea. I'm gonna make so many of these and I'm gonna get tired of them. I'm gonna have to start revisiting my Use It or Lose It soon, because I am running out of certain items and that I use often. So I have a box. I'm going to show you, I think. I have a box here. I have collaged it all over and all inside. I had nothing to do on Christmas, so days after Christmas, so I decided to collage it. And it's full of all my projects that I made in Use It or Lose It and haven't used up yet. So I have quite a lot to use, and some of them I use directly and some of them are getting stuffed in a box, so I'm gonna have to start using them. Look at that. Isn't this project fun? Yes. Let me know down below, will you try your hand at your version of this, I mean, how has your week been? That was another question I asked. What have you been doing this week? Do you have any special plans for the weekend? I don't. My plans for the weekend are spending my days in here in my craft room, working on my collage journal and trying to finish up the big book of everything so I can make a flip through. It is in the book press and it's been there for a long time, so it's going to be really flat now. Yeah. Oh no, I glued her down. Whoop. Oh, thank God. This it's easy to get stuck if you use the same glue page over and over. Here's dry. Okay, we are moving along. They are great. I am in love with this project. Sometimes it's fun not to just use your unfinished things or use packaging and stuff to make ephemera. Sometimes it's nice to just make a mass make. And that's what this is. Even though I just make 5 of them, it's still a mass make, if you ask me. Okay. So we are having 5 of the journaling cards. I am going to add a tiny bit of glue to this because it was quite, I know this paper can be quite thirsty, the old paper, so I can add a bit of more glue. Oh, I can see something lifting. Another thirsty paper. There we go, that's better. Okay. So let's see if we want to add something else. A little label, perhaps. I have my little books with labels. What do I want to use? That's one my hand stamped. Let's see if I can get some of. In this little booklet, I have many of my hand stamped and hand stamped things. Yes. As I said, you can add lace to this as well. This is Tracy Fox labels, added in this little stamp album. It no longer holds stamps. Can't get it out. I want the red one here. Ah. Without breaking the whole album. Why won't it let go? There we go. No. Gets it. Yeah, so now let's just glue them down. Maybe we just touch the edges with some whatever ink is left on the daubers standing over here. Oop. And then we're gonna add the labels. So it is almost 40 minutes, and I think that's quite enough. But I actually managed to make 5 double journaling cards this session, which is good. It's not really a mass make. I could have made many more. I have a bunch here, but I could make them afterwards. I could make with birds and different thingies on it. Sorry. So what did you think of the project? I hope you enjoyed it, even though I was rambling on about personal things. Just can't help myself sometimes. And anyway, as I was saying, I'm gonna try and finish up the big book of everything and start working again on the giveaway journal. So let's just clean this up real quick, and I'm gonna stand up and go through this. Let's see. Yeah, here we have the first one, lovely journaling card with an image from a magazine. We have the next one with a little lady or girl from the scrapbooking paper. We have someone that looks like Mr. Einstein. We have this lovely card from scrapbooking paper. And we have this lovely lady with the lovely hairdo and a big cross. This must be AI generated or something. Looks strange. Anyway, we have 5 journaling cards, double ones. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know down below. Just say hi or let me know what you think of this project. Have a great rest of your week, everybody. Bye.